people who are not there. So these are 11 habits that can make you smart. What are the things that you should be doing on a daily basis which can make you smarter in just 30 days time or 45 days time or 60 days time? But these are consistent habits that you should be doing. So you know what happened earlier? Earlier people used to feel that intelligent, you know, you're born with intelligence. So there is only one form of intelligence and people are born with intelligence. But now research has proved that there are multiple forms of intelligence. It's not just your IQ score, which is very, very important, which makes you an intelligent person. Even if your IQ is not good and you're a very great batsman like Sachin Tendulkar, you are still kind of, you know, using your brain properly. You can have multiple forms of intelligence. So what is very, very important to understand, if you want to become smarter, if you want to become intelligent, you know, it can happen if you keep on stacking on a small basis that we call the 1% growth on a, you know, daily basis. At MMDC we say 1% growth daily. So if you keep on adding 1% into your intelligence can keep on increasing. If you be a lifelong learner, that is also we follow at MMDC, you will just become smarter in your own avatar. Okay, so these are the 11 particular things that you should be doing, starting with number one. So you should be curious. You know, you should be curious. You should be, if you want to learn anything very, very fast, you have to be a lifelong question asker. So, you know, you have to ask questions always. Look at the fastest learners on this earth. These are the small kids. And why do they learn so much so very fast? In just 1 year, they learn an entire language. From year 2 onwards, they start speaking. And by 3, 4 years, they're so very intelligent. They keep on picking up everything. You know why? Because they have a questioning attitude. And there was a very famous study, I keep on quoting this. It's a very important study, that why Israel, a very small country, Israel is a country which is less than the size of Kerala. Okay, it has a population which is less than that of Mumbai, but it is one country, Israel, which can challenge United States of America. And you know what they do? The mothers over there, they follow a routine. Why is that country challenging US? Why are they technologically so advanced? Why are they the, you know, the number one country in the world in terms of research, in terms of startups? Why are Israelis so very good? Their mothers in that country follow a particular rule. When the child comes back from school, the mother asks the child not what you have learned, but she asks, how many questions did you ask your teacher? So that questioning attitude can change the life and fortune of a country. So questioning is so very important if you want to become smarter. So keep on questioning. Do not accept everything that is given to you. Look at what happened at MMDC. We questioned that why do you require grammar? And look at the way people are improving without grammar. So when you question, you get amazing answers. Not everything which your forefathers have said is true. So find out your own answers. Go and research. This will make you smarter. Number one. Number two is read across genres. Okay, so reading is one thing which will take you places. You all might be knowing it, you know, but what will take you even further is a variety of topics, a variety of books. So if you are liking fiction, don't just keep on reading fiction for your entire life. Your brain is not getting challenged and you will not become smarter. So maybe pick up something from politics, maybe pick up something from history, maybe pick up something from political science, but keep on varying the content that you're consuming, because if you consume more, if you put more stress on your brain, it grows. You see, your brain is a muscle. At the end of the day, if you chop it down, if you break it, bring their brain out, it's a muscle. And how does a muscle grow? By exercising. When you stretch it, when you pull it, when you pull it into big pieces, then it will be stretching and you will be growing. Now, reason number three, the big three: hang out with smart people. It's a very, very important concept. So when you hang out with strong people, smart people, your friends determine your future. What kind of company you are keeping determine your future. In fact, there is a saying that you are the average of the 5 people in your life whom you spend your maximum time with. So these 5 people determine your success in life. So choose your friends wisely. Choose the people with whom you spend your time very, very wisely. Look at Facebook for an instance. So if Mark Zuckerberg wants to hire, see, Mark Zuckerberg is a dropout. Okay, Howard, he dropped out and then he found, Facebook. But in today's date, if Mark Zuckerberg wants to hire somebody for Facebook, he will hire somebody from Howard, from Stanford, who's a graduate, somebody who is even more intelligent. You know why? Because that way Facebook can grow bigger. Mark Zuckerberg can grow bigger, and that is why your company matters a lot. So always invest in your company. Okay, you don't have great friends, your company is not good. Today you have the potential of social media. Okay, today you have the power of social media. You can go to YouTube and you can read from the best of the best minds. You can learn from the best of best minds. If you want to start a company, you can read it directly from Bill Gates. If you want to invest in stock market, you can read it directly from Warren Buffett. That is possible. So just have a good company is point number 3, which will make you smarter. Point number 4, there's a very big problem in today's date. People are not having the time to think. They're running the rat race. They're moving from one job to the other job, and they are so very busy. And in amidst all of this, on a daily basis, you're receiving innumerous amount of data, numerous amount of information from WhatsApp, from Facebook, from chatbot, all those things. When you're moving on the road, you're seeing so many ads, so many messages are coming in your mind. Your mind is not prepared to have this much amount of information. We human beings have never been exposed to this kind of information, and this can paralyze you. It can lead you to paralysis by analysis. Too much of information confuses you. And that is why it's very important to take some time out and think. Think about your life. Think about your dreams. Think about your job. No, retract, think, and again go back to work. That is very, very important. Point number 4, this can make you smarter. The next one is exercise frequently. Your brain and your body are connected somewhere inside. They're connected, they're hooked to each other. So when you exercise, in a healthy body lives a healthy mind. You've been hearing it for a very, very long time. So when you exercise, what actually happens is in your brain some chemicals are released. DOSE, dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, and endorphins. And there is one more chemical, which is BDNF, which is directly related to your memory cognition skills. If you have more of BDNF in your brain, when you exercise, you tend to acquire, assimilate information like a sponge. You will be able to remember it very, very fast. How? When you exercise. The next one is you have to prioritize your eating healthy thing. So you should be having a right mixture of your proteins, which is very, very important, the building block of your entire body and mind. You should be having a good amount of fats and a good amount of carbohydrates. Apart from this, you should be having your vitamins, water, and all those combinations. Why is this so very important? Because if you eat properly, then your mind will be thinking in a positive way. In the old Shastras, it was said that if you have negative food, you'll have negative energy throughout the entire day. Now, that is very important. Now, there is a very important concept of Ikigai. In the book Ikigai, a Japanese concept, they talk about filling your stomach only 80%. When your stomach is full only 80%, your brain is working properly. Have you ever seen that when you have too much of food, you feel sleepy, you are sluggish, you don't want to work? That is what food can do to you. Food is good for you when it is 80%. A Japanese concept, but an amazing concept. So do not fill your tummy 100%. Keep it low, keep it less, and that can keep your brain very, very sharp. Next one is write on a daily basis. So on a daily basis, you receive a lot of information from various sources. Okay, YouTube is there, social media is there, your friends are there, your family is there. You're doing classes over there. So much of information is coming to you. But what happens? You have a leaky brain. So if you do not note down what is important, everything will go into the spam folder. And that is why journaling is very, very important. Writing down those points is very, very, very important. So when you assimilate all that information, when you collect all that information onto a piece of paper, your brain knows, okay, this is important information, I cannot delete it. And so it does not get deleted. Very, very important. Write it down. use a pen and paper. That's the most traditional way. You might use a smartphone, but I would say no, because your brain still loves your brain is still a primitive brain. Okay, that has not advanced. Technology has moved really fast, but your brain has not moved that fast. Your brain still loves pen and paper. So write it down. In that way, you'll become much smarter by assimilating all the information you've collected for the entire day. Next is, whatever you are learning, try and share that knowledge. Look at what we are doing at MMDC. We are trying to create a community of lifelong learners, where learners are sharing their knowledge with the other people. Why are we making you do it? Because in that process, you are becoming smarter. There is a concept of professor syndrome. I think most of you have been told this concept in the 3-day workshop. When you teach others, you learn 95%. So right now, when I'm teaching you these concepts, I am learning 95%. That is the power of sharing the knowledge. So I researched this entire presentation for the last 1 week, and I'm presenting it to you right now. But in that process, I have learned the most. That is the power of sharing. So if when you share, you become much smarter. Then you should be taking short breaks. The problem is, I told you, there is an information overload, and because of information overload, your brain is heavily taxed. It does not have time to rest. So give your brain some time to rest. Collect your thoughts together, because if you do not do it, if you keep on working, you know what happened? You'll be having more of accidents. You'll be thinking superficially. Now think about it. When did you get your best ideas? You get your best ideas while you're in the shower, right? When you're bathing, then you get your best ideas. When you're driving, when you're on a holiday, you get your best ideas. Why? Because that is when you become smart. When you take a small break, when you take a small vacation, that is when your brain becomes really smart. So do that. Next one, the 10th point, the penultimate point, is sleep whenever you need to. So sleeping is very important. It gives your time, the downtime is very important. It gives you focus, it gives you attention, it gives you effectiveness, which is very important. Like in the morning, when you get up, you have plaques on your teeth, right? Yellow thing which assimilates, which accumulates on your teeth. In a similar way, when you have not slept for a very long time, your brain also starts developing plaques. And when you sleep, those plaques can be removed. That dirt of your brain can be removed. It's research based, it's scientifically proved. So sleeping is very essential. So there are two options. Option number one, okay, you can go and sleep for, you can take your power naps in the afternoon. Or the other thing is that go and have your 7-hour complete sleep as much as possible, because that is the best way you can recharge your batteries and go back to work once again with 100% efficiency. Otherwise, you'll be working like a machine and you will not be producing better results. The last one, but not the least one, is play games and that task the mind, challenge your brain. So you can go for chess, you can go for Sudoku, you can go for crosswords, or you can find out apps. In today's date, there are hundreds and thousands of apps on the Play Store, and on the iPhone, you have hundreds of apps which just challenge your brain. I told you, your brain is a muscle. If you do not stretch it, you are not going to get the maximum out of your particular brain. So when you do not, if the concept is your brain is a muscle, what happens with human beings after 30, after age 30, if the males and females do not exercise, your muscles go on depleting. Okay, your muscles don't grow, they keep on depleting. That is called muscle atrophy. And the same thing happens to your brain. Your brain is a muscle. If you do not exercise your brain through these games which challenge the brain, then your brain muscles can go into atrophy, and you'll start losing your brain. Schizophrenia, right? People start losing their brain after their 60 age. Why? Because they have not been doing these 11 things. So you do not fall prey to all these things. All these 11 points are very essential. And if you start doing them one by one, each in just 30 days, 40 days, 50 days, you will find remarkable change in your particular smartness. You'll become smart. People will be able to find that you're very intelligent in your thinking, and they'll be appreciating you for all the knowledge that you have. Okay, so that's all from my side. Over to you, Yamshi or Hina. Once again, thank you so much.
Okay, thank you